I'm Kerry of Best of Us Investors. A little bit of a different intro there, but there's a fight going on and you need to be aware of it because it's going to change your investment attitude if you're going to be in front of what is about to happen. There's a fight going on between Mark Zuckerberg and Tim Cook, Facebook and Apple. To explain this a little further, I've incorporated a bit of a video from the Wall Street Journal's Joanna Stern. Watch this.
The simple answer, differing views of our privacy. And it's playing out big time in Apple's new iOS 14.5. But that's just the first round.
This is a fight that could shape the future of the internet, and certainly the next wave of computing.
As Joanna says, Facebook's in a fight over your data. That's right, your data and your privacy and how it affects the targeting that they do for putting advertising in front of you. The question is all about what can they do with your data in the future and how is it going to affect you as an individual as well as an investor.
Best of Us Investors presents Kerry Griegmeyer.
Thus, the question is, why is this important to you, and why should it be important as an investor to you? Stay with me, and I'm going to show you something that's going to knock your socks off and possibly put you in a position to improve your investment position in the future. This is not only important to Apple and to Facebook, but it's extremely important to Google, Pinterest, all the social media people, all those apps that are on your phone, because this is how they make money. They give you Facebook free. They give you Google free, and it pays them handsomely. Google just reported its first quarter earnings at $53 billion. That's a 34% increase in the first quarter of 2021 as opposed to the first quarter of 2020. This is a big number. There's a lot of money on this. I don't have Facebook's numbers for first quarter, but they're projected to be $25 billion in the first quarter of this year. Again, a substantial growth over the prior quarter. And this revenue in both cases, and it's not just Google and Apple, it's all the social media channels, is all a derivative of your data. Your data that tells them what you might be interested in buying. So they sell advertising in exchange for giving you this free service. But now Apple on their phone is saying, no, not on our phone. Tim Cook is saying, no, not on our phone. You're going to have the right to opt out, and it may be that they will automatically opt you out, and you need to opt in. Well, what is the net effect of this? Whether it be Google, or it be Apple, or it be Pinterest, or it be Instagram, whatever. What is the net effect of this? If in fact you opt out and they don't have any data to direct targeted marketing to you, they go out of business. It's that simple. If everybody, all 365 million people in the United States said to Google and Apple that, no, we don't want any targeted ads. And since you're using my data, it's my right. And so, no. So now Facebook goes out of business. Google goes out of business. What is then, do you think that's going to happen? Do you think they will allow that to happen? I don't think so. I think there are other options, and I think they will exercise them because, again, just in this first quarter, there's what? Between Google and Facebook alone, not counting all the others, that's 55 and 25. That's $80 billion that's in limbo here. And you're going to be in control. That's right. You're going to be in control, because if they decide that, okay, Carrie and Jane and Paul and Jamal have all opted out, what are our options? Well, our options is to pay them to opt back in. And we pay them based upon the value of their data. They pay me for this YouTube video because they can put a value on it. They have an algorithm that says the viewers of my videos are worth so much as opposed to the viewers of some young lady who does cosmetics or some young child who opens toys. They have all the algorithms to do that, so they can figure out what it's worth and pay us for it. Now then, where do they get the money? Do they decrease their $80 billion that they made in their first quarter and say, okay, we're going to give 40 billion of it to Kerry and all his friends? Or do they just raise the price of the advertising that they charge to the people? I suspect it'll be a combination of the two. Okay, and is that okay with you? Is that okay if you get a mailbox check every month from Google, Apple, Pinterest, Twitter, whatever? Is that okay with you? I think it would be. Is it fair? Yeah, it is. It is fair. So how is that going to happen? Do you really believe that every one of these apps and every one of these websites are all going to send you a check? I don't think that's going to happen. What do you think will happen then? Well, let's ask the Facebook CFO and see what he thinks the net effect of this is going to be.
We continue to believe that that will be a headwind in the ads business. We're going to have to be providing a prompt asking people for permission to use third-party data to deliver personalized ads. And we do expect there to be high opt-out rates related to that.
I think there's an opportunity here for you and I. We recognize this. I would say right now, if there are 2,000 of us or 10,000 of us, there might be another 1,000 people who have recognized this and said, yeah, this is an opportunity, because Facebook and Google are all going to have to send a check to Kerry. Well, they can't all do it. Somebody has to create the software to create the algorithm that determines what Kerry's data is worth this month. Not only from Google, but from Apple and from Amazon and from all the platforms, Facebook, whatever, and calculate what is Kerry's data worth this month. And then, in coordination with the platforms, gather the money and not send me a check. No, we don't want to go through the banks. We want to deposit it in the form of Bitcoin in your Coinbase account. And also, as a part of that, we're going to use blockchain to determine what Kerry's data is actually worth and reach an agreement with Google and Apple and Amazon and Facebook and Pinterest and Wheel, new company, let's call it, let's say, Best of Our Data, new company that is owned by Kerry and his cohorts, so that we become billionaires. And if you don't know what I'm talking about when I just said we become billionaires, I want you to go to my video that I did on Tuesday. And that Tuesday, that video was under the heading, I've decided to become a billionaire. Then what I want you to do is to go to next Tuesday's video that is going to be titled, I now know how I'm going to become a billionaire. Because this is a change, a total change in how the internet is going to work. It's not for the profits of Amazon and Apple and Google and Facebook, who use our data to make billions. It's for us to share in the profits. Now, you as an investor need to find a way to participate in this. You as an investor and maybe an entrepreneur need to go to Best of Us Investors and sign up and become to the Discord where we can talk about how we're going to build this company. I don't think this is like most of the YouTube channels you go to. I'm not picking stocks. I'm telling you what's going to happen so that you can get in front of it. I want to use a quote from a famous hockey player, Wayne Gretzky, asked why he was successful. He said he skates to where the puck is going, not to where it's been. I think that sums up how you become a successful investor. You don't skate to where the puck has been. That's what's happening in the stock market today. You're basing your investments on the profits of the companies last quarter, and maybe their projections of the next quarter. You'll make money on that, and you'll do well. But if you want to get rich, you've got to skate to where the puck is going. And over these last 10 minutes, I've told you, once again, where the puck is going. The puck is going to pay the people for their data. The puck is going, there's going to be a change in our medical delivery. The puck is going to 3D printing, and robotics is going to become a part of our world. The puck is going to autonomous vehicles are going to be in our world. This is all going to happen within the next 3 to 10 years. The puck is not going to stay where it's at. If you want to make money in the stock market, if you want to make money as an entrepreneur, you need to skate to where the puck is going. Stay tuned to Best of Us Investors, and I'm going to keep telling you where the puck is going. All right, talk to you tomorrow. Oh, and don't miss next Tuesday's video on I now know how I'm going to become a billionaire. See you then.